Hey guys, hope you're all well. As you can see, I'm back from my little trip. I say little, we've done just over 700-mile round trip. Most of it in the rain, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it and quite easily could have stayed out for a while longer. It was much needed. Hopefully we can get back into things in here a bit more. I've just cleared my mind a bit. And hopefully, yeah, we'll pick up where we left off and get on with some stuff. Anyway, one of the highlights of the trip was visiting a house. This all started off in a church. What was the church? Yeah, it was in a village called Kirkby Melhelm. I think I've got that. Malham. I think whatever, it was something like that. Yeah, it started off in a church and sort of progressed from there. And we ended up about 55 miles away from the church at Fred Dibnah's house. I'm sure many of you guys know who that is. If anyone watching overseas who don't, I highly recommend you look Fred Dibnah up and watch some of his programs. I'm pretty sure you'll be hooked and you'll end up binge watching every single one you can find. He was truly an amazing man. In my books, he was. He really was a character, as you know. And he lived in the Victorian era. He always said he was born 70 years too late. But what an amazing guy. And I always used to sit and watch him as a young kiddie with my dad every time he was on. And even back then, I was engrossed in his programs and, you know, didn't really have an understanding of everything, but I watched every single one with my dad. I was only a little nipper and I still watch him now. I still look up programs now and watch them again and again and again. It's about the only thing I would turn the TV on for when he was on, because I don't watch a lot of telly. I'm not into films and things like that. I'm not into much sport. I'm quite boring, really. But stuff like that I love, especially the engineering of that sort of era, which Fred was passionate about and got across quite well in his programs. It was nice that he'd done it so well. It made it interesting and really drawn you into what he loved. But his passion for all his stuff, his steamrollers, his stationary engines, his workshop, any sort of Victorian engineering, from buildings to steam power, he just absolutely loved it and got it across really well. The way it all started, it started in the church, which you'll see in a moment, and progressed to his house. We got to his house and there was a few cars, you know, down the famous slope that the steam engines used to come up in the programs. So down the slope there's a big yard, there's some cars in there, and I was standing at the top. The gates were open. Oh, should I go down? And I was undecided. I tried googling it, is this place actually open to the public? Turns out it's not. The previous owner did have it as an heritage centre, but we've since found out that he then just sold everything. He just had a big yard sale. This is only what I'm told. I could have this wrong. I don't know a great deal about the series of events that happened, but I'm sure some of you know, probably some of you guys that live local, which I do know some of you do, would know a lot more than me. But anyway, I'm stood at the top of the drive thinking, I'm going to go down because I can only get told off. I understand it's someone's property, but I'm sure they understand you know, people, I guess loads of people turn up, so I guess they get that. I was thinking they probably get really annoyed with it, or they don't mind it. Anyway, I'm stood there and a recovery truck pulls up and a guy shouts out the window, "Go in, just go down, you're okay." I thought, really? Who's this? Anyway, two guys jump out the recovery truck and he says again, "Come on, go down. This guy owns the place." I thought, oh, wow. And then he says, "Yeah, come on, come on in, have a look round." And he's seen I had the GoPro with me. And yeah, I said, "Do you mind?" He says, "No, absolutely don't mind at all. I'm going down there, I'm unlocking, walk around the house, the workshops, anything." I thought, wow. I got quite excited about it, to be honest with you, because like I said, Fred was about the only thing I'd watch TV for. He was such an interesting guy. So yeah, we had a free run of the place. He opened the workshop up, turned the lights on in the mine shaft so I could see down there. I was very tempted to climb down it. I thought better of it. This is the end of the trip. I don't want to do all these miles on a bike and fall down a mine shaft. So yeah, it was nice to see it and how beautiful his brickwork was. His passion, you know, it really shone through in the bits I seen. It was just amazing, the chimney that he built, just so beautifully made. Absolutely amazing. I was extremely excited about going around there, but it was also extremely sad to know from what we all seen on the TV, the hive of activity that went on in that yard. Everything that he loved, his steam engines, the stationary engine, all the belts and pulleys and everything, all the systems he had and built himself to run his little machines, even his little pillar drills and things like that. You know, you can just stand there and imagine what it was like, him and all his friends enjoying everything immensely, and to see it's just dead. It's just a shell. There's nothing left but the fixtures, like the structures that he built. You know, the big mining wheel that he built, it's all gone, which I think is a great shame. It really is a great shame. It would have been so nice to have kept it all in one place. But obviously, I believe he left everything to his children. I guess some of them just seen the value in certain stuff. Fair enough, I guess that's how a lot of things go after someone's death. It's kind of sad, but you know, that's the way it is. The guy who owns it now, from what he was saying, he's only owned it a few months. I think that's what he said. My hearing's a bit rubbish. Richard probably heard a lot more than me, my mate who was with me. And he said he intends to do something with it. And I hope he does. I really do hope he does. Or at least, if he's not interested, maybe sell the property and let someone else take it on and try and get some of that magic back. I know if I won the lottery, I'd be round there knocking his door, and I would do everything within my power to put some of the magic back in that place, because it really is deserved. It's such an iconic place, really. Such an amazing place that an amazing guy lived at. The house is beautiful. You see, obviously, a lot of his work that went on in the programs, you can see that still. The brickwork that he'd done, the windows that he fitted, just stunning. He had such pride in everything he'd done, and you could see it in the remnants of the stuff that was there, right down to the brickwork. And I think it's sad that a lot of pride is lost. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of pride in people's work has gone. Everyone's in such a damn rush to get things done, get the money in and move on to the next one. Everything's become plastic and disposable. Nothing's like it was. I know times move on, and that's how it's gone. But you know, this country was the backbone of the world with its industry, the railway lines, the buildings, the bridges, everything. You know, the Industrial Revolution. This country was amazing back in them times. It really was, and everybody had pride. Everyone was hard working. Don't get me wrong. We've always had people done a bit of wrongdoing and stuff. That's always been there, but the pride in people's work seems to be lost, and I think it's really sad. And passion, I know you guys have a lot of passion for what you're doing, a lot of pride, but it has gone, really, hasn't it? And to keep that place alive, to me, would have been amazing and extremely important, because to keep Fred's passion alive would have been an amazing thing to see. I would have loved to have gone down into that yard, and maybe some of you guys have. You'll probably let me know in the comments, and met the man himself and probably had some fantastic conversations with him. Going there the other day, I just thought, I wished I'd come here when he was here. You know, he probably got fed up at that as well, and didn't really acknowledge people. I don't know. I understand he did talk to a lot of people. He did have time for people, and he did enjoy conversations. But I really wished I'd gone there when it was in its heyday, when everything was there. It would have been truly amazing. You can just stand there and imagine what it would have been like. And like I say, it's just so sad to see it like it is. Just a shell, everything gone. There's a few things strewn around in the workshop. It's a beautiful workshop. It could be so amazing. Like I say, if I ever got lucky and won the lottery, I'd go and knock that door and just say, right, how much do you want for the place? And it would be truly amazing to get it buzzing again with something. It will never be like it was, but it'd be nice to get something going on there, all to do with sort of the Victorian era. It would be fantastic to have that thing bouncing around again with steam and engines running and things like that. It would be truly amazing. I say, as you can see, you'll see in the video in a moment, we went into the house, and I know from watching the Fred video, the lot of programs, how he had great pride in everything in the house. All his brass was always polished. The fireplaces was all beautifully clean. Everything was loved. Like I say, his passion was just amazing. So it was sad to see it. And like I say, I really do hope the guy who owns it now does something with it, or let someone else do something with it. I'll say, if you're watching this and I win the lottery, I'm coming round to see you. I'll have that place buzzing again to the best of my ability. But after that, we went to see Fred's final resting place. Again, it's a bit tatty. It's a bit sad. I just feel like it should be something more special for such a great guy. And it's just this little headstone that's actually leaning over. The weeds, you know, there's obviously a few fans visited the grave and left little wrenches and cans of his favourite tipple, and there's a flat cap there. But it's quite sad to see it in the state it is. Like I say, with the headstone starting to keel over. And yeah, I had mixed emotions with it all. It's because it all happened so fast, and all of a sudden the guy who owns it turns up and we're allowed in. I was a bit lost for words and everything, so I probably didn't say a lot. It was just like, wow, hold on, ooh. And we've gone from standing on the side of the road to left free to wander around it. But anyway, if I win the lottery, I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to go and get it buzzing again. Wishful thinking, eh? But yeah, it was one of the big highlights of my trip. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and let you watch it. Cheers, guys. Just had another little stop off. A little bridge. I don't even know where this goes to. Smart though. Let's have a look. And get up here without falling over. Let's have a look, see what's up here. Ooh, steep old climb. I've got to say, these steps are proper slippy. They don't really go anywhere. I have stopped here for a reason, which is back out by the bikes and over the road. There's a church, and it is Sunday, but I'm not going in. I don't do that, sorry. On top of the church, there's a weathercock, or a weather vane, whichever you wish to call it, but it's a cock. Stop laughing. You'll be laughing in a minute when I fall down here. And I'll see if I can get it in shot. So it's right on top of the church, and then on top of the flagpole. I don't know if you can hear me with the river running, but it's made by Fred Dibnah. One of the only guys I used to sit in front of the telly for, because I don't watch TV, but absolutely loved all his programmes. What a great man. Let's go and see if we can get it in shot. Obviously these GoPros are not too good at zoom. I don't even know if you'll see that. Obviously you'll see the flag, and just above that, I don't even know how you put it. Fred Dibnah's cock. What else do you call it? God. Right. Just arrived at Fred Dibnah's house. Been a bit of a trek. I just wanted to look at it. That's all I wanted to do. I don't think you're allowed in. The gates are open, but I don't think you can walk down there. There we go. Just behind that tree is the chimney he built. There's cars down there, but I don't know. Hey! So the guy who owns the place has just let us in. We're standing outside and he pulled up in a tow truck. So we can just take a look round. There we go. There's the workshop. The roller rollers would have been. The stone rollers. Wow. Hey? Yeah? Oh, there's it.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's... This is obviously where his
The rollers
roller was, and then
yeah.
that's where he used to put his, you know, his carriage at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it going. That's why he's got just had the burger van and all that, you know, so people can still come in and enjoy.
We wasn't sure. We stood at the top. We've been travelling for a few days, so...
Oh, have you?
Yeah, all around the Lake District and everywhere, so
Wow.
I thought we'd come this way.
Well, like I say, when you've had a look, you're more than welcome to go and have a look inside.
Thank you. That is
Honestly,
awesome.
you are. Honestly, everybody who comes is still welcome to come in.
Yeah.
It's Fred's place, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fortunately, the gentleman who lived in before, somebody had his equipment.
Oh,
You know, putting all the pulleys and that.
Still see the black in the roof where he would have fired his engines up.
Yeah, because that up there, that's where his engine was.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
to use all the pulleys.
Yeah, the stationary engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to get old, you know. We've got people at scrap games who can find old things, you know, to try and replicate it. It doesn't even have to be perfect, does it? But
So how long have you guys been here?
What that was?
So is it pretty much the same as it was?
yeah, basically where he's done is just painted these doors.
Yeah.
That's it, really. Everything's exactly the same as what it was.
Yeah.
You can't really change anything, you know, because it's grade 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, these were brown and the what's it called? Come in.
Oh, thank you.
Good
That's
take
always
pictures
good.
of where we were. Just don't get mine and we won't get it. The papers have been trying to contact me for doing
This was like his, obviously had, you know, 2 lounges, so he had like
Yeah.
a little lounge in here.
Yeah.
And another one here as well. I think this was his main room, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's not light on, you can see better. But yeah, here is that's where the path is.
Is it?
Yeah, so it underground.
Oh, right.
That's
So
why
the
it looks
path is literally above this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's mad. It's just, like I said, he's done it all himself, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Got to keep his memory going. These are all the things that he's got left.
Wow.
That was the mine shaft.
Yeah. Is that actually his drawing or just a
Yeah,
copy
that's
of
it.
it?
Yeah.
Is it?
He's got it there when he did the dirt and that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, come in. Yeah, I can imagine that back. Imagine if he was still here now doing that.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "You can't do that, Fred." The same
Amazing.
if you won't come through to the front room, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Your mates just have a look.
Oh, was he already?
Yeah, this is his main living room, and then I think he used to have people round. I think he sat in that one.
He says he's haunted with him. It is one. I mean.
Yeah, well, when where they used to have a dog called King Corsa, but it was a little bit too much because everybody kept coming in. We wanted him to be a guard dog, not a pet. You know, and he went over for a couple of days. So I stayed here. I could actually see him walking upstairs. And it doesn't scare me because what's most haunted and all that stuff and misses. Well, when they all come back next morning, there's somebody upstairs walking. Yeah, no. It's so big.
Amazing.
You can hear footsteps, you know, and I weren't dreaming of this, you know what I mean? Here, I see, and it was like you could hear it coming from, you know, that direction near his bedroom.
Yeah.
I'll take it up now anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
So the doors are open.
Oh, these are steep, aren't they?
That wasn't it?
Hey.
That's lovely, wasn't it?
Bang my head.
Yeah, alright. That room's short.
Yeah.
Well, this used to be Fred's office.
Oh,
His table used to be here.
right. Yeah.
But this is like a massage room, you know, for
Right.
people. And... But yeah, wardrobe in here. And then this is the best one. A lot of people don't see it because it's. You wouldn't think it was there.
What's that then?
Just stand there and then.
Oh, wow, that's going to come down. Oh, wow.
It's like a pre-stall.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
And what he's actually done is, see this chair here?
Yeah.
That goes to a weight outside.
Oh, and they're sort of the...
Outside the house, I'll show you in a minute. It's well
Oh.
cool. But none of us knew it was there at first.
Amazing.
It's a good one, that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Ah. That's
You'd see that far off, you'd never know, would you?
No. No.
And then, yeah, this bathroom.
Yeah.
Can't get in that room. That used to be his bedroom.
Huh.
But yeah, nothing big changed, it's just a little bit of paint here, you know.
Yeah.
And you get some, hopefully we're going to get some plastic in over these windows. As you can see, because it's still single glazed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Unbelievable. Mind your head. This beam here got my ridiculously low duck.
I think it was. I've used one before in someone else's garage.
That's brilliant. I can see the pulley. So that door we've just opened above the stairs, there's a pulley at the top of this tube here and the weight is in there. That helps open the door. That is truly amazing. Unbelievable. Well, I didn't think I'd get in here, but we have. We timed that right. Wow. The mine shaft. I think he got into a bit of trouble with this, with planning. What a beautiful job. they get back up to the bikes. So the bit we've been in is below this path. Apparently the house goes underground. There we go. The man's final resting place. People are leaving Guinness, spanners, flat cap. In a bit of a sorry state, to be honest with you. I think it should be something quite spectacular, like a huge chimney sat here. And properly marked out. There you go. Quite sad for such an amazing man. Well, amazing in my opinion. We're very lucky to be at the gates of his house. I'll still call it his house. For the new owner to turn up. And was very, very happy to let us in. Into the house as well. Mixed views on it. I know apparently he's only just owned it. He's only owned it for a couple of months and intends to sort it out. Amazing to get round there, it really was, and see down the mine shaft, see the chimney, go in the house. But he'd be rolling in that grave if he's seen it now. Apparently the owner before literally stripped it of everything and sold it all on. You know, the stuff that the family didn't have. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I'm just going by what these guys said that let us into the house. So in a way we timed it right, that we was there when they turned up and let us in, and was more than happy for us to go in and have a look round, which was fantastic. If they ever get to see this video, thank you very much guys, we have thanked them. It's amazing but sad, really sad to see it like that. You know, we've all seen it on the TV, the hive of activity that was there and all this amazing engineering. It's just a shame to see it all gone and some bits in disrepair. But I hope the guys said they were going to sort it out, and I hope they do. I really do, because it's certainly worthy of that. Wished I could buy it. I'd have something up and running in there. Anyway, we're going to change, get warmed up. Still got a bit of a trek home from here. We're going to park up here, which is going towards Birmingham, and I'm going back Inkley way. So it's getting a bit chilly now, so we're going to wrap up and get going.
So there we go, Fred Dibnah's house and his final resting place. Certainly wasn't expecting to get in there. It was sort of a last minute decision to go and actually see the house. So it was quite amazing that we got to go inside, even into the grounds alone. We weren't even expecting that. So to get into the grounds and around the workshop to look at all the stuff and into the house was truly amazing, really. is someone I've admired for a very, very long time. Although it was amazing, like I said, it's also sad seeing it like it is. And I do hope the new owner does something with it, because it really is worthy. It's a shame to see it as it is, but it would be fantastic to see something going on there, even if it was items on display, you know, everything to do with sort of the Victorian era and all the engineering back then. It would be nice just to see that. There's certainly the room to do some nice things there. So when I win the lottery and I go and buy the place, we'll get it all sorted out. That's wishful thinking, isn't it? What an amazing thing to be able to do if we ever had the opportunity. But anyway, that was our last day. That was the last day of our trip. I did film other things, obviously, over the previous few days, which I will put up as and when I get a moment. So we did visit some interesting places, go down some amazing roads. So as soon as I get a moment, I'll put them together and share it with you guys. In the meantime, I'm going to get on with some bikes. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys.